All right, and up next we got Renato Moicano taking on Jai Herbert. Moicano's coming in here 14-4-1, 32 years old, 5'11" with a 72-inch reach. The comeback on Herbert, he's 10-2, 33 years old, 6'1" with a 77-inch reach. So he's going to have quite a height advantage and quite a reach advantage as well. So the comeback the breakdown of the last couple fights, we'll start off with Jai. His last fight against Renato, man, what can we say if anybody seen that fight? He got knocked the fuck out. I believe that's a fight with Dan Hardy when he got caught yelling at Herb Dean and whatnot. But yeah, it was that fight where he was pretty much dominating Renato, picking him off at will for the first couple rounds. And had he not got caught with that punch, he would have coasted to a unanimous decision easily. So take that for what you will. We all know Trinaldo's a savage. We were just talking about him last week as well. But yeah, he ended up getting caught and he got put down pretty nasty. It's been about a year since that fight, so he's taken the right amount of time off for that. His only other loss before that was against Reese McKee. If anybody knows who that is, that's the guy I believe fought at middleweight or welterweight, and that was the one that Khamzat smashed on. I believe he came over from Cage Warriors. So other than that, he does a lot of work, man. He gets a lot of people out of there, a lot of finishes, great striker, very tall, like I said. So the comeback on Moicano is just the difference here, man, is just competition. Moicano has been fighting the best of the best, beating the best of the best, and hanging with the best of the best. His chin has been suspect at times, but I personally think it's been overblown just because of the strikers that he's been fighting. He is coming off a devastating loss, and that was only about 7 months ago, so I don't know if he's taking the right amount of time off to recover. But with that being said, I don't believe he's going to come in here for a firefight. I can't believe he's going to come in here and show off his grappling edge, which is going to be enormous. And I believe he's going to come in here and just try to get Jai out of there and show him that on the mat he's not going to have anything for him, and I believe he's going to get a submission here.
Yeah, I agree, man. For Renato, he had a hell of a run at 145 pounds, and he was inching his way to the top of the division before running into the Korean Zombie, who finished him and sent him packing to lightweight. Moicano, he is a legit black belt, and he has nasty kicks. For Jai Herbert, the British striker, he took a short notice fight against Trinaldo. Like you mentioned, he did hold his own for most of the fight before Trinaldo rallied back to get the win. He is gonna have to be careful here. Renato can definitely do enough on the feet to keep this fight standing, and he's definitely a far superior grappler. And sometime throughout the fight, I really think that it's going to end up on the floor, and eventually, I think Renato finds a submission and gets Herbert out of there. They have the line at minus 245 for Renato Moicano and plus 205 for Jai Herbert. So I really like Renato in this one. I think he might actually get the finish here.
Yeah, I don't like that number just being straight, just because these lines are, they're pretty wide this week. A lot of dogs, and a lot of dogs got a shot. Like we said, Moicano's just coming off that knockout loss against Fiziev where he did get blasted, man. So sometimes when we see people rush it too much, and if he decides to try to strike with Jai, and Jai's very long, very, very long, he has a big reach advantage over him. It could be bad, if his head's not fully there, if he hasn't taken the right time to recover, could be nasty. But I think he's going to come in here and try that Demir, that approach that he fought, that approach that he took when he fought Demir Hazovic, and just take him down early and get that submission. And I believe he can do it. So I would think the way to play him would be a prop. I would hate to put him in my parlay, and that's all I need him, and he fucking gets knocked out by a plus 220 favorite. An underdog. That would be pretty hurtful. And on the flip side, I think Jai, if it stands on the feet and Moicano tries to go with the feet, gets comfortable, landing those late kicks, having success, and gets drawn into a false sense of safety in the exchanges, it could be bad. Jai's put out a lot of people. He is a finisher in his own right, so I wouldn't sleep on that. So play it with caution. But I think Moicano is the elite fighter here, and it should be easy money for him.
All right, both on Moicano for this fight.